In order for Freya to build her army, her group of huntsmen go out and kidnaps children and brings them back, and she raises an army of children. What's wonderful about playing this character, she's definitely not the damsel in distress. She absolutely goes after what she wants, and she doesn't wait for permission. In some ways, she's fearless. She's the one that leads Eric to this plan of leaving Freya's army, and actually she kind of goes after her man a little bit, which I really like, that self-action. I was really excited to play this role and do the action scenes. I'd been a dancer when I was younger, and I love fight choreography because it does feel like a dance. It's choreography. I worked in New York for 2 weeks, and then I went to London 3 weeks before we shot and worked with the whole action team there and learned the entire sequences of the fights. It was so much fun to do and very different from the films I usually do. It was wonderful working with Chris. I loved the first movie. I loved his character in the first movie. And being on set with him, we would have these little, fight-offs where in the section of Freya's fight, Eric would fight on one side and Sara would fight on the other side, and we'd see whose fight was better or who finished off the others quicker. The great thing, though, also is he's so tall that I had to wear these like 4.5-inch kind of like lifts inside my shoes, so the boots look like flats, but in fact they were heels. So I'm always saying to him, it's like the Ginger Rogers quote, she did everything he did but backwards and in heels. I was very interested in the love story part of the film. To me, that's the heart and soul. The beating heart of the film is love and the love story between the sisters, and the love story between Eric and Sara. And so that to me was what drew me to it. And working with Chris was so wonderful because he's a very generous actor, and he's also really playful, so you can't take anything too seriously. There's a lot of joking around, but I fell in love with the character of Sara because of the journey she makes and the bravery she has at the end of the film. What I'm excited for audiences to see in this film is, first of all, the spectacle. I love a good fantasy film, but then it's also surprisingly funny, and so you're gonna laugh, and then you're gonna be at the edge of your seat in the action sequences, and then hopefully it'll pull at your heartstrings a bit with the love stories in the film. And so for me, it's an all-around. It's not just a film about one thing. It's so many feelings and it's quite a ride.